friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator. Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that. 61, Matchbox Lights. Check two.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check the hunt. 180. 59. Like the 59. Let's go, Tiny. Let's go right here now. Big dash. Big dash. Go, go. Hey, King.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Just make these babies cry.
A first down throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ooh.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got three, buddy. We got three. Get it hot. Lady. We own this.
Now a give, right side. Swift. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Mike. Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Come on,
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, high 7. Right now, you better bring
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now back to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Okay.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Five.
Lights 59. Lights 59. No.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Swift, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carry on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've caught multiple.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Golladay as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Cousins
from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Hold on to that shit.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll try the right side with Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
57. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll set up to throw. escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Go, go. Now.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenny Golladay with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. A former star in nearby Georgia. This is Sony Michel. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing, Cousins. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Cousins. This is caught, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man has got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check, check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here, we can wait a minute.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on, QB, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Break.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Bell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Falcons, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
Commentators are trying to figure out what his name is.
Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Good to hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame.